100 years ago, Susie Parker Stringfellow chose to give everything she owned to create a hospital for her community. Many years later, that gift expanded to the creation of the Community Foundation of Northeast Alabama. As I was thinking about how to honor Susie's philanthropic legacy that spanned 100 years, a book arrived on my desk. Tom and Kitty Stoner conceived of the idea of open spaces, sacred places during a trip to London. As soon as I finished reading the book, I knew we could honor Susie's love of nature, faith, and community by creating open spaces and sacred places throughout the 9 counties served by the Community Foundation of Northeast Alabama. And our trustees agreed. We decided to create 2 sites per county, and applications were accepted from not-for-profit organizations and community groups. It was a competitive process, and not every proposed site was funded. Each approved site received a $10,000 grant, a very special and unique Open Spaces Sacred Places bench, and a marker that honored Susie specific to each site. Many sites contributed even more to the creation of their individual sites. Each site was required to contain 4 elements: a portal, a pathway, a destination, and a sense of surround. Other than that, they could develop whatever they wanted. Each site was required to have an anchor institution committed to the ongoing maintenance of the space. And the Community Foundation is committed to providing an additional $10,000 grant every 10 years to each site for the refurbishment and the maintenance and the upgrade of the sites. We are grateful to the many individuals in Northeast Alabama that partnered with the Community Foundation to create these living legacies. You're about to see one of those unique and special places, an Open Spaces Sacred Places site honoring the 100-year philanthropic legacy of Susie Parker Stringfellow.
We have a unique and wonderful partnership here at the Gadsden Public Library. We have an opportunity to experience a sensory garden in addition to the wonderful books and materials on the inside of the library. We have a wonderful place of reflection and contemplation in this sacred place.
We're in Gadsden. In Gadsden, part of Etowah County, we are known as the City of Champions. So that kind of designates Gadsden as a sports town. But I see other things about that. We have a championship library here. We now have a championship space that is tranquil, it's peaceful. People can come here, relax, get away from troubles, and the garden has really turned out to be just a wonderful space here at the library. So when they come out of the popular library into the actual space here, they'll come through a gorgeous trellis that has been put together. They'll walk into a unique space. It's full of herbs and other plants that have been specifically selected to supplement our Beautiful Rainbow Cafe.
Well, Beautiful Rainbow Cafe is a unique learning experience for students with special needs here in Gadsden. It's a cafe completely operated by students with special needs, people on the autism spectrum or significant cognitive disabilities. It was established in partnership with the Community Foundation of Northeast Alabama and the Gadsden Public Library. What we wanted to do was to be mindful of our students in Beautiful Rainbow Cafe, many of whom have sensory issues, sensory integration issues, and how an aromatic, beautiful garden that they could work in would be an enhancement for our cafe and for the library.
We tried to choose herbs, obviously, that we could use, mints and oreganos, thyme, sage, things that the students were familiar with, so that they would have help in growing. A lot of the scents are relaxing scents. You walk by and, brush the rosemary and you get a scent of it.
When you walk out into the garden, we want all of your senses to ignite. We have a camellia tree right as you exit the door to come outside, so you're hit with that fragrance. Then we also have our herbs and spices that you can smell, and the beautiful flowers that we have around the garden as well. We want all of your senses to be ignited, your smell, your taste, your sight. We want you to relax journal in our journal, or get a free book from our free lending library in the corner.
People would be able to come out here with a book, newspaper, relax, see the actual plants, probably see Chip in action too, clipping some for that day's menu.
Every site that we have has a unique quality to it. And this is the only public library that we have with a unique partnership with beautiful Rainbow Cafe. Being able to go inside and read the materials that are necessary and needed, and for some leisure readers, and then have an opportunity to come outside and enjoy the nature and reflect on the surrounding that we have here in Gadsden, Alabama, is very unique.